Hey, what's up guys, Eager back again with another action figure review. Today we're looking at the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series Mace Windu figure. He's number 82, and there's the read up on the back where you can pause the video to read it if you would like. So don't forget to check out BigBadToyStore.com so you can pick up your Mace Windu or a whole case if you prefer. Check out the links down below. So Mace Windu is another figure that's been long awaited, long overdue for a long time. Considering how long this line has been out for. But it seems like they're slowly but surely hitting some of the prequel trilogy figures, especially with this wave. Check out my Battle Droid review if you haven't already. We got Mace Windu, and I believe we also do have Padme in this wave too, and that's the Padme from episode 2 or 3. One of those, I just can't remember. Anyways, here's Mace Windu. He looks good. He comes with a fabric cloth robe, which is okay. It's not the best. I guess it's hard for them to make it look official, but I think this is a little better than our Ben Kenobi robe. You can see I have it draped over his head, but you can drape it out, and it looks okay. Like I said, it's not Mezco quality, but it's just okay. And then he does come with his lightsaber right here. It's our purple Mace Windu lightsaber. Let's get it focused on there. There you go. And it looks good. I like the hilt. They always do paint the hilt accurately and full of colors, so that's good to see. I'm actually afraid to see if this is removable, but it seems like it is. But it's giving me some difficulty pulling it out, so I kind of don't want to risk it. Screw it. There it is. It does come out. So it is removable. There's a peg hole and there's the peg. It was just very tight. But you can always run the risk of snapping it. But it's good. There's our Samuel L. Jackson head sculpt, and it looks good. I think it looks like him. Very nice. And of course this robe is removable. It's actually very easy. So it's kind of big. So you can remove that completely, and that exposes the figure as so. In terms of his articulation, we have the head that can swivel left and right. It's going to look up. The neck is also articulated too, so it does move around. It does look down. The arms will move forward and back. We get kind of a soft plastic for the torso piece, which is pretty nice to see. So you see how that kind of moves around. Doesn't completely hinder it because it's not hard plastic. In and out on the arms. And I see like we have a butterfly joint in there, which is quite surprising. Definitely surprising. They definitely did not do that before on their previous Jedi figures. It's in there for sure, you can see. So you can get some more range, and then the soft plastic for the torso piece helps a little bit, you know. So we don't get a bicep swivel, but I guess it technically swivels at the shoulder, so you can still get a little bit of movement there. As for the elbows, you can bend it at a 90 degree with a single joint. The wrist will swivel, and then it'll hinge. We get a waist swivel that moves a lot. You can see it works as a diaphragm joint too, kinda. Goes all the way around, so good movement there. The legs can kick forward. We get soft plastic here, and it still keeps its pose, so it's good. Nice tight joints for the leg. He can spread open his legs this much. We have a thigh swivel, double jointed knees. And there is no boot cut. We get a hinge at the ankle, a pivot, and that is all. Alright, so here's our SH Figuarts version of Mace Windu, which was released a while ago. So they definitely did beat Hasbro's with a punch on this one. And this one still looks great, of course. But Hasbro is doing a good job competing, honestly. The likeness is there on Hasbro's version, and they do include a cloth cape, which the SH Figuarts version does not come with a robe at all, a cape, whatever you want to call it. So keep that in mind. But this actually has the angry face on it. He's got a normal face and an angry face, so you do have those two options. I think it's only two, from what I remember. So I got the angry face on him right there, and I like that face. It looks amazing to me. It looks just like him. So it's nice that that Figuarts did that. But again, this goes back to the same thing I said about the Battle Droid. I mean, for $20, you're getting a decent looking Mace Windu. It looks great. He doesn't have alternative heads. That would be nice, but unfortunately he does not. But for a Mace Windu for Black Series, this is it. Looks good. I think they did the best they could for sure. There is next to the Star Wars Black Series Bosk Bounty Hunter figure. This is the one from the archive wave, in case you are curious, but it's the same as the regular release. Standing next to Mace Windu, he stands a little taller. There is next to Goku from SH Figure Arts. Next to Captain America Steve Rogers from Mezco 112 Collective Line. Standing next to the Amazing Spider-Man from Mafex. There he is next to the Teenager Spider-Man from Marvel Legends. There's how he stands next to the NECA TMNT Leonardo figure. And of course, there he is next to the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Z Vegeta. It's also worth mentioning that he does hold his lightsaber perfectly, so that's great. Did notice there is no peg hole, and there is no peg on the hilt, so you really can't pose it. You know how some of the other Jedi figures from Black Series, they have a peg on the hilt, and you can take off the blade, and so you can holster it on the belt. But this one does not have it, even though you can remove the ignited blade. Maybe it's not supposed to because it takes so much force, but you can still do it and I guess have him hold the hilt only, but you cannot holster it on his belt. Alright, and those butterfly joints coming into play here that allows the arms to go closer together so you can hold his lightsaber in poses like this. So it's a great thing they did there. I know some of the previous Jedi figures did not have that joint, so I'm happy to see that being implemented on their newer figures, as well as the awesome face prints. That looks great as well. So definitely Mace Windu's one you want to get. They did a great job for this. For Black Series, this is a great looking figure. And in articulation, I do like it. If only he had double jointed elbows. They seem to like single jointed elbows on Black Series for some reason, which is odd, seeing that it's Hasbro and they also do Marvel Legends. So, it's just really odd that it's so difficult for them to do double jointed elbows on Black Series. There's only a few figures that have it. But anyways, thanks for tuning in on my review of the Star Wars The Black Series Mace Windu figure by Hasbro. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Leave a like if you did. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, may the Force be with you. Bye.